How's it going, everyone? It's Alex with AC Flips. I'm a full-time six-figure Amazon seller, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can determine how to keep a replenishable item in stock at all times. Every seller is looking for that next replenishable item, and honestly, you can't really search for replenishables. They all happen based on the previous sales data that you have for certain items. If you buy a certain amount of an item and they all sell in a certain amount of time and they're still profitable, they might just turn into replenishable. So once we determine that a product is replenishable and it's sold for us in the past, and it's still profitable if we were to repurchase it right now, how many of these should we be buying for our Amazon business? And that's a tough question to answer because we really need to understand, how do we keep the buy box as long as possible? A lot of that tails into staying in stock for a very long time or make sure we're always in stock. We don't want to buy too much inventory in case the price tanks and then we're stuck with a bunch of inventory that's not profitable anymore. So we want to walk through some of these things, and that's what I'll do in this video. So step number one, we want to determine how quickly this product is currently selling for you. There are two different ways to check this data. One is with Seller Central. You can just look at that specific ASIN and see how many times it's sold, and then you can see how long it took from the first sale to the last sale. What is that time in between? Another way to check is through Seller Board. They actually have a pretty good inventory management system where you can see how often things are selling, how profitable they are, and then kind of the velocity you should expect to sell this if you're always in stock. That's the tool that I use. It's super helpful, and I use it to help replenish a lot of my items every single day. So let's take, for example, you're selling an item, you bought 10 of them, and it took 5 days to sell. If you do the math there, you're gonna sell 2 items per day. So if we wanted to see how many we could sell in a single month, that would add up to about 60 sales per month. Again, if we only replenish with 20, we're only gonna be in stock until we sell out of that 20, and then there's gonna be a lull period of no sales. So the big goal here is to make sure we're always in stock, but not over replenishing where we have too much in stock if something were to happen with the price. So let's go back to the example. If we have 10 of an item and it's sold in 5 days, we're selling 2 per day. So then that means we could sell around 60 times per month. One way we can kind of double check that or cross-reference is look at the Keepa offers tab. Are some other sellers still selling a good amount each month? Are they getting anywhere close to 60 sales a month, or are they just selling, out of their stock? Look at the stock count and then look at how many sales they've had in the last 30 days. If those numbers match up and they seem to be selling out of their stock but haven't replenished yet, then that's a good sign that you should be able to continue to sell if you're able to stay in stock. Another double check is to look at Seller Amp, see how many times the listing sells per month, how many competitive sellers are there on the listing, and if you are the most competitive and you're getting the buy box very often because you have a lot in stock, you should be able to dominate the sales. So the next thing we want to ask ourselves is, how often should we be reordering this product? Me personally, I like to stay in stock for around 1 month at a time. So for me, I would be ordering 60 of these, letting them sell, and then replenishing around 1 time a month. Now, when you're looking to replenish, you don't want to wait until your stock is super low because again, there's going to be a lag time between when you purchase the item and when it's available to sell, especially if you're sending to a prep center, there is going to be some delay there. So if you only have, 10 days left of stock, you better be reordering those 60 to make sure that there's not too much of a lull of you being out of stock and not getting the buy box. This is only going to help boost your sales and keep you dominating the buy box on that listing. If you want to play it a little more safe and you only want to keep about half a month's worth of stock in stock at all times, then you should be reordering this product twice a month. Again, pay attention to how long it takes for this product to check in because you don't want to be reordering when there's only a couple days left of stock and then all of a sudden you're sitting for 2 weeks without any stock and not getting the buy box. The more buy box share you have, the more sales you're going to get. So you might even be low on that estimate of 60 sales a month only because if you were in stock all of the time, you might get a few more sales than that. So you could be up to 70 or 80 sales a month on this product if you're just always in stock. Now, this might be a little nerve-wracking going pretty deep on a product like this, but pay attention to the price, what has happened in the past. How easy was it to find this product? Are you buying this with a super sale or are you just finding this pretty regularly like everyone else could find? That should all help tie into your decision to replenish this product and how deep you actually want to go on a product like this. So to recap everything, theoretically, you could be replenishing every single one of your products if they're still profitable when it's time to repurchase and you sell out of your stock. The biggest thing is just to determine how often your product is selling so you know how many to replenish. If your product only sells 5 times a month, you don't want to be buying 20 and keeping in stock because then you're going to have 4 to 5 months worth of stock and all of a sudden the price starts to drop because more sellers jump on the listing in month 2, and then now you're left with a bunch of stock that's not profitable anymore. So play it smart, do your analysis, and hopefully you're able to find some replenishable products from your current inventory that's already selling. If you guys enjoyed the video, stay tuned for more Amazon content, and I'll see you in the next one.